It's time. It is time, ladies and gentlemen, and we are opening the stream with the featured matchup. It's a real workaround. We've flipped everything on its head. We got a resub from Thomas. We got a 21-month sub from Tim, who's put some amazing forward slashes. So please, probably having to speak up because I can barely hear anything. Although I gather the audio levels are probably fine for the viewers. I am joined by Sigmoyd, the coach of the Fish Pond SuperRods, ahead of your featured match here against the now Leeds Litwicks. How are you doing, Sigmoyd? I'm going to eat some of my food.
I'm doing good, thanks. Leeds Litwicks, though?
Leeds Litwicks. Yeah, no, to be fair, there's two Leeds teams, so realistically, they should probably merge into one. The Leeds Ludicolos. Now, some would say in recent times they have been a more intimidating opponents than the Litwicks, though the Litwicks have had a strong start to this season so far. How did you feel coming into this matchup?
Because last week was an 06. It was pretty rough. So I wasn't feeling great after that. But I kind of knew I had to shake some stuff up going into this one. You've probably already noticed opening up this replay, I have not brought Gyarados at all.
You have not?
No. I just didn't really see me getting much use out of it, and neither did Vinci, who was a lot of help during the draft for this.
That's fair.
Yeah, got a couple of ideas in here. Some of which I really liked afterwards. But I think once you press play, you'll be able to see.
Okay, well that is very exciting. I'm gonna put in some fitting music, given this is the featured matchup. So turn one, what are you thinking? You know, you got no Gyarados, understandably.
Yeah, the plan here was always to lead Garchomp. And the only thing that was going to force me to switch out was the Iron Valiant. Luke didn't bring Iron Valiant, so I didn't switch out, but I do still almost lose the battle turn one anyway.
Oh!
And here's why.
No.
So that was a one-hit KO if it hits, but it misses. And I'm pretty sure an Ice move just kills me outright here. Proxy Aurora Veil anyway, so I'm saved.
Yeah, I think Luke's probably expecting a switch there. You're right. Ice Beam, Blizzard, call it what you want. Are you Sash or what? What's the item on this Garchomp?
I think it was Scarf.
My.
Scarf, max speed, max special attack, and then like the last 4 on attack, I think.
I respect that. What other special moves do you have?
Let's see. It's got EQ and Rocks, I think, or is it Spikes? I think we'll see in a bit, because I do use whichever one that has its move is on Garchomp.
At some point. All right.
Yeah, switch up to Moltres, tank the Ice Shard, wait a minute, switch out, use a move.
Nice.
While Aurora Veil's up, it's a bit...
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice U-turn. If you had Defog, I guess you could have got rid of it, but it's nice. Okay. You worried about the Shell Smash? Okay. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, honestly, I hadn't really thought that much about the Shell Smash. Thinking about it. Although,
this is alpha.
I guess.
This is insane. Like, Luke could probably have Shell Smashed here, but I think maybe he's just fearing the Sash lead Garchomp, given you went for it turn 1. So he can definitely Shell Smash with the Veil up, but doesn't really want to take a big Earthquake from a Garchomp, so switches into Latios. Latios trying to, completely dodge that Earthquake, and you just click Spikes in his face, which is sick.
Yeah, I mean, this... if it wasn't Abomasnow or Iron Valiant, the plan was click Spikes and just run with Spikes as long as I can get away with it, basically.
Wow.
Stack Attacker just tanks it, and defense isn't even its highest stat. So we did some maths. 13 IVs and minus defense plus attack is exactly enough to get attack to match defense, and then Beast Boost. When you get a kill with Stack Attacker, it gets 1 level on its highest stat.
So that is Nice.
We're going to see that proc in a little while.
Oh my goodness.
And I get that +1 attack.
Oh! Can you hit your moves?
I missed another attack. If I hit my moves, yeah. So I think at this point of the moves which have accuracy, I think I've missed those. Gyro Ball just kills. But yeah, the Life Orb is dangerous. That last IV though, I was able to get one saves me here. Stack Attack is like literally on 1 HP. I die if I do not take that extra IV, and I lose the battle off the back of it.
No way.
Even though, Christ, I can't even remember the name of the new starter Pokemon.
Neither. I mean, actually, it's not even that new. So we're just that old. It straight up is from the previous gen Incineroar. I can't believe Luke didn't click Ice Shard. Is he? He's clearly expecting you to save this Stack Attacker. I don't know why. Ice Shard hits everything that comes in. But you get good damage off an Incineroar and you get switch initiative. So I guess, what's the plan from here?
What's the plan from here? I mean, honestly, I don't think I've worked it out at this point.
Okay.
I think I tried to switch in Garchomp straight away.
Your stream will carry me through to finish Master's
down.
thesis due tomorrow. Smiles.
I'm not sure if that's actually what I end up doing.
Let's see.
Oh, no, I think I bring up Moltres here. No. Okay, I don't. I can't remember if it's I'm thick.
It's because you are slower thanks to Trick Room. So we got some terror-fighting Drain Punch going on. So that you can't hit
dangerous.
With the hardness. But you do Fire Blast, predicting a switch into a Bomber Snow on the Earthquake. Wow. There's a lot of mind games going on here. The snow is still up. Drain Punch still healing, but now you realize you can get the Flame Body. That's probably deserved after the misses. And now you get to fire that Hurricane or the Air Slash. Probably safer given your history of missing moves this battle.
Here we go. Right, yeah, back to Latias. Latias has speed here. I don't count for that and just get melted.
Yep.
Well,
to be fair, it absolutely Shrekken Stack Attacker with the Draco Meteor. Did like 50%. So I'm assuming it is offensive, or at least with a lot of attack investment. No way. Big Draco. But you don't kill quite with the second.
Now, I forget here that Ice Shard has Prio. And
Yep.
so no matter how much speed I have, it doesn't matter. Garchomp's going down, and now it's a 3-on-4. I was thinking I'd lost this. What I'm trying to do here is like sack Blissey, basically, and get either Gardevoir or Bramblegast in, try and finish the job. Aurora Veil goes up, I'm thinking, God's sake. But yeah, Ice Shard goes in. I expect him to switch out or something, try to save
To be fair,
Snow.
what actually kills Blissey outside of Psy Shock Latias? Oh.
Not very much, as it turns out.
We're struggling for HP.
I am a bit, yeah. I mean, I haven't used Gardevoir or Bramblegast, and I think a couple of other Pokemon on Luke's team have taken chip at this point. And I've got Spikes and Rocks out, so any switch and it's going to deal more damage. Gardevoir protects catches the Aura Sphere. Gengar switch in. Watch.
I'm watching, and that kills through Veil. Easy read.
But, okay, the thing is, I'm disabled now. Gardevoir can only use Struggle, so that means I take Recoil. If I use it, I have to switch out. I tried to sack Blissey, and then Thomas immediately starts with a nasty plot. This is where things start to get a bit pear-shaped. I'm just trying to get as much chip damage as I can at this point, because as soon as I switch out, it's a bit messy.
This is a bit scary, but if you are Scarf Gardevoir, it should be okay, barring Prankster T-Wave full power.
Well, we'll see in a second. Now, I
it's
left
not
Aurora
Prankster.
Veil on my calculator at this point.
It's Defiant. It's Defiant. Is this it? Is it? It's happening.
Oh, I think I outspeed, and there you go.
Oh my goodness.
What is it? 1 and 9? No, 1 and 18 of battles played, but we got the win in the end.
Sigmoyd.
You can see in chat, how did I deal 60 to Latias? I still was calculating for Aurora Veil.
That is
not Latias, the Thunderous, but yeah.
That is beautiful. With completely shuffled calcs, with just pure vibes, the SuperRods, Sigmoyd. Congratulations
Thank you.
on your first Draft League battle win. May there be more to come this season. The leads, Ludicolos, mudded after that battle here at the start of this stream. I mean, ahead, obviously, you probably know more fixtures than I do, so please don't spoil anything that's yet to come this week. But, like, how are you feeling about your chances this season now that, of course, coming into this week, you were 0-2, minus 10 mon difference. You are now be to a 1-2 record. Like, how do you feel about the Smiles Conference in general for you?
I'm not feeling awful. I've already played Subzan, I've already played Sniper, and while I don't know what their fixtures were this week or how they actually ended up placing, they're currently 2-0. I think if I were going to lose teams and still make it to playoffs, it would be those two.
That's fair.
Yeah. I mean, one of the things I saw in chat was the crit last round. The stealth rock means it didn't matter if I didn't get the crit.
Yeah.
So that was like the one thing that Blissey kind of got me there, was that I do win on that turn instead of. I mean, I don't think Latias kills there. I checked the moves after, and it's not a kill, but like it's cutting it fine.
All right. Well, thank you for joining for the feature match. You were the first ever person to have a feature match at the start of a stream. It's very unusual, actually. It's kind of cool. I don't know how we found it, but it's nice. I guess you can still see my screen. But is there any final words you want to give to the fans after this W?
I mean, thank you for the support, and I haven't seen Finch in chat yet, but I hope when he checks the VOD later, he'll be pleased with the results.
It was quite the result indeed. I'm sure he will be smiling down, of course, from his strong position at the top of the Miles Conference as we head into this week. Thank you for joining me, Sigmoyd. I unfortunately have to stream like normal now. It's weird we don't have the feature matchup to look forward to, but we got it straight away done. It was great, and we wish you the best of luck for the remainder of the season.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good time watching stream. I'll try and catch up later after work.
All good. Enjoy. That was Sigmoyd, the coach of the Fish Pond SuperRods. What on earth have I been missing, by the way, with a level 1 hype train coming through, thanks to Dylan subbing at a tier 1 for the first time 9 minutes ago. How are you doing, Dylan? I really appreciate the show you put on yesterday. It was a great run. It's good to see you here. Dark Sun with the 20 months. Dark Sun, Mr. Southampton. Stream will carry me through to finish Master's thesis due tomorrow. Well, I hope you're having a great time jamming. And thank you for the 20 months, Dark Sun. Let us have a read of your thesis when it's done. Put it in Discord. We'll all proofread it. Yeti with the 9 months. Week 3 Pog. Yeti, he knows what's up. And Dream Alert, 1337. Very cool name. That's 100 bits as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We are here for week 3. Not doing good after yesterday. It's fine. Like, every day from now on will be better, Dylan. I mean, you just end up owning it. You know, it's not the way you wanted it, but, like, there's two sides to that coin. You know, you played great, sure. Had the Sedu series gone different, who knows? But, like, had the Thorin series gone different, who knows? It's like, you look back, you'll have regrets, but you should still be proud of what you did. It was a solid year, and it ended on a relatively high note, honestly. It was nice. And that was quite the feature matchup. Sig hasn't beaten my loss streak. Let's fucking go, says Tim. Now that's something that Tim owns. You're in vacation in Greece. Wow. I mean, I don't want to dox you, Casper, but whereabouts in Greece? How are you finding it? I've never been to Greece, and I've really wanted to go for a long time. Yotam had a hymn performance? Yeah. There's always more that could be improved from a performance. You know, all of you played well, I think. And, you know, I don't think anyone played perfect. Yeah, it's a shame the double at the end. Yotam didn't hit it. If he was him, he would have hit it. Although I think if it's on target, the pre-jump probably blocks it anyway. Can I watch the game against Registeel from week 2? It's really short and very cool. No, because if it was on time, then I'd have watched it. So, this is the state of the Smiles Conference. Ludicolo passed before he hit. Jacob almost peaked. I mean, Jacob did peak. He got a flip reset double. It's just unfortunate that Tomster was munching the ball on the inside of the goal. So, we know the Fishpond SuperRods will be taking the dub here in the Smiles Conference, but when you look at the fixtures, there are so many left to go. We'll work our way down, of course, with the big top 2 fixture between the Stockminer Starmies and the Limerick Lumineon to build up to. We'll start with the Ariana's Altarias against the Yorkshire Yanma, which when we look at the standings, actually, weirdly, both of them 0-2 seeking their first win. Can we work up, please? Gotta go soon. Do we want to see the Starmies? I mean, we'll do this. We'll do this replay first. Do we want to see the Starmies against the Lumineons after this? I don't really mind. I can't imagine that Sark is desperate to see themselves lose. We're going 10. I mean, the VOD's always going to be there, ultimately. I feel like no one's ever done this when they've lost. I feel a little bit spoiled. That's okay. You know my battle first? Absolutely, Churio. For you, preferential treatment. Alright. We have got the Yorkshire Yanma pulling a Yanma. They're throwing all the games at the start of the season. They don't want to win until they can make a proper comeback reverse sweep run. Enjoy the day, Dylan. You know? I appreciate you popping in. I appreciate the sub as well. Hopefully see you soon. I won't be live again for another week after this. It's a bit sad. It's kind of my last stream for a while, but I'll be active. You'll see me in Wales. Do all the battles at the same time? Okay, now that is cool. If we could have them all collaged like a CCTV setup, that would be quite something. So, we have got the Sneasler, the Primarina and the Barraskewda. Rain maybe doing some stuff. The Rev of Room, who I still don't know what it does, but it seems like a quite chunky boy, is out and about. We've got the Armor Rouge. We're going to see some weak armor stuff. I don't know. Great Tusk is in the house. Hatterene as well. Where are the Sneasler switch-ins? There are none. Sneasler probably wins. Let's see. Great Tusk. Immediate opener. Reveroom. Terrestrialized Flying. Stone Edge. What a play from Icy, knowing that Ariana was never going to stay in on an Earthquake. It's like, why not try and catch the Aerodactyl or the Rotom Heat and instead just catch a Terra Flying as the Toxic Spikes go down. Poor Great Tusk, though. Still can't even 2-hit. Indigo is an absolute widester. 52% on the second Stone Edge, hitting 2 in a row. That's all the RNG an entire season used up right there. Parting Shot brings in the Aerodactyl. Wanting to threaten and smack with a dual wing beat. Is this a staying in? A staying in and Stone Edging. It's a Scarfed Great Tusk. Catching the greedy sub from the Aerodactyl, who was hoping for the switch. And hits a 4th Stone Edge in a row. Icy does not care. And the dual wing beat. He lives one. Aerodactyl's got to leave. Goodra switching out, predicting the switch, I believe. Indeed, but it's Sneasler that comes in. Can it one-shot Goodra? Probably if it's Bandit or Life Orb. We'll see. Sword Stance is in front of it. More Greed. Greed is good, apparently. And Icy says, I'll just stay in Draco Meteor. But it is taken. No berry, no pop stuff just yet. As we see close combat, it's gone. But a huge amount of chip. I think Icy will happily take that. And the Gooey as well. But the White Herb. The White fucking Herb getting huge value out of the close combat drop and the Gooey speed drop. And yet... What? Sorry. This has got to be a logical play that I just don't know. Because there's something that's happened out here. So I figured this thing is a monster now with an Unburden boost. Are we expecting Sash out of Armorous or something? How much defense does Armorous have? Like, I don't know what this mon does, apart from get hit in double battles and click store power. It couldn't kill? Doesn't Diaclaw kill most things? I don't even know what type it is. I thought it's poison. Young Shot will miss? Fair enough. Armorous is pretty tanky. Yeah, that's fair. I guess you can also be fearing the Sash. But to be fair, maybe it's worth giving its poison. Saving the Sneasler, clearly scarred after last week. And why not? That thing's still an immense threat as the stored power does a huge amount. Easy switch in for Primarina. Hatterene getting poisoned, of course, by the T-Spikes. Tanks are schooled. No problemo. But what can this really do other than click Nuzzle and hope it catches some things out? Are we going to see a Rotom Heat switch? We're going to see Substitute. But Giga Drain is the move. And it's a nice play from Icy. Both with leftovers, though. Not much happening here. As we see Calm Mind from Primarina. Calm Mind. Gets nuzzled. And Icy plays it perfectly. Giga Drain into Nuzzle. And it gets a full para as well. As we see Aromatherapy getting rid of the poisons. Although the T-Spikes will still remain. Or where are they? Where have they gone? They're still there. In comes Tangrowth. Moonblast. Huge damage. Catching the switch. And this is a real awkward spot for Icy to be in. Easy sack for Ayana on the Rever. Or the Rotom Heat. Happily to switch in. No problem. We'll get Leech Seeded. Hatterene. No Volt Switch block off the Manectric. That's because there's an Overheat coming. And Overheat comes through indeed. And Hatterene tanking a lot of damage here, but it is looking pretty rough for Icy in the Yanma. Reveroom coming in. Giga Drain will clean it up. First kill for the Yanma, but certainly not one on their terms. Barraskewda. Can it go bonk bonk? Flip turn. Click the button. Hazards up. Click pivot. Win game. As we see no Rocky Helmet on the Tangrowth. It's a free Chonka Bonka from the Aerodactyl. And there it is. Chonk. Bonk. Down goes the Hatterene. It's falling apart for the Yanma. Who bring in Mega Manectric in the hopes that might do something. In comes Rotom Heat. Is it a Volt Switch? Should be a Volt Switch from Icy. And it is. But what can deal with this Rotom Heat? Are we going to see the Scarf? We're not. We see Armarouge come in. It's going to try and do the thing. What thing is it? I don't really know. It Terra's ground. Volt Switch blocked. Iron Defense. Is this seriously a Body Presser? It's got stored power. There's no way. There it is. Stored power. And Sneasler is taken down on switching. Wild. So there is Tangrowth. Liquidation will come through this time. No confidence in the flip turn with the Armarouge looking dangerous. Certainly with the Iron Defense up. Icy might be turning this. Resources are getting a little low, but the Sleep Powder misses. Oh, despair for Icy. Manectric comes in hard. Gets the Intimidate off. Should live one. Gets Dual Wing beaded. No problem. We'll get another free Volt Switch off. The Rotom Heat's going to be forced in. And we're going to see the Armarouge or Great Tusk come back in likewise. The battle is reaching... Stone Edge would likely not have got Toxic predicting the Rotom Heat. Oh my goodness. Stone Edge missing. Will hit this time and kills the crit. I'm not sure how much that one mattered with Manectric being down at 55%. We'll never know, but the Aerodactyl still lives. So Tangrowth has to come in. As Aerodactyl smacks into the Tangrowth. Knockoff will take it down, but at what cost? Barraskewda is in. Ice Fang. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Scarf, Great Tusk to the rescue. Rotom Heat is in. Close combat. Down goes the Rotom Heat, but this is still so tough for Icy. The Primarina still so healthy. The poison coming through as Primarina. The paralysis is all that can save I see. The substitute, I would imagine. The Scald indeed it is, instead. Poison, of course, would have taken down the Great Tusk, but wanting to catch that Armarouge on switch and never want to play around with too many turns when you are paralyzed. And surely this is it, unless we can see some weak armor bars. Scald takes down the Armarouge, and the Altarias will get their first win of the season. The Yanmas are indeed being the Yanmas. What battle do we have next? Well, I think it is probably the Portishead Ponyta, actually, in a rather particular local rivalry against their sibling, the Gloucestershire Gallade. Well, well, well. I am ready. Archeops hath come. The highly offensive looking team from the Gallades. Torterra has come for Harry. Perhaps thinking it's a decent answer for the Zeraora? I don't know. Oricorio. Is Harry trying to give Subson a win after he beat him last season? Do you feel bad or something? The big snail Goodra is here. Alright. Let's see. Kangaskhan with the opener. Peaked in 2015. Fitting as we see Sushi. Will-O-Wisp, it's actually the Zoroark immediately as Ceaseless Edge simply comes through, does a huge amount of damage despite being burned. Oh my god, damage. Fucking hell, is that Bandit or something? U-turn. Zoroark will barely live a switch back in with the spikes going up. Silvally looking for some defog action because there's going to be more spikes going up. Samurott clicks the move that is rather good. And in comes a Scizor in this fairy... Oh. No. Defog. Harry. Terrifier trying to catch out the Scizor. It was all a trap. And Mega Scizor goes down to the Flamethrower. This thing changes type more bloody... I don't even know. This thing's got issues. More issues than a magazine stand. And actually, Torterra switched in well on the Earthquake. And with Archeops hard switching out, maybe suggest its choice. The Stone Edge will miss on the switch to Samurott. Needs to take some lessons from Harry. As Blizzard, Yachi Berry is eaten. Tanked. An Earthquake will pick up the kill. It's 2 kills for Harry. Not ideal for Subsum. But there's been a lot of damage already done. And could easily get some return kills. We see the Archeops there. Big U-turn. Tink Aton is in. In comes the Silvally. Defogs, but Subson stays in. Holy Giga Chad sets up the light screen. Is that thing buried? No, it just didn't care. Oh my goodness, it is bulky. Sets the rocks. And is just tanking 4 times super effective flamethrowers. Like it don't even matter. As Gallade is in, flamethrower, no burn. As this thing, agility, well, everything's so low. Departing shot. Can he get the Swords Dance off? Is this double dance Gallade behind a light screen? I don't think it's going to be allowed to get it off, but it can pick up the kill. And does so on the Zoroark, of course, as it were. So we're looking for Kangaskhan fake outs. The only thing that's really going to be able to delay this thing. Oricorio has come in. As we see Terra Psychic does get lived. Oricorio hits Hurricane and does 49%. And Gallade might just clean up. It actually might just clean up. Gallade is actually doing something. And Harry sends out the Goodra. Sacred Sword kills through the -1. Oh my goodness. That is a sharp boy. As Mega Kangaskhan's going to come in, but it's outsped. Subzan and a Gallade are going to clean up. And it's just falling apart. That's why you don't bring Oricorio to a battle, ladies and gents. Don't bring Oricorio. Where did the fake out go? Yeah, maybe he was expecting to get punished with like a Rocky Hammer or something? I don't know. Sacred Sword ignores stats? I don't know. I don't know if it ignores your own stats. But maybe it does. And next up, we have got this battle between the Berkshire Bellossom and the Rotterdam Rotoms. So far, the Bellossoms have, as expected, been hot shit this season in a good way. With those beautiful, beautiful Teleport Arcanine and Flip Turn Swampert plays. The Escavalier has come, I imagine, as a potential breaker for the... What has happened to Iron Bundle's sprite? For the Knackle stack, which is in the house. Everyone's favourite tier 5. Let's see how this one goes down. Mian Xiao on the opener. Iron Bundle is in. Tense moments right here as Iron Bundle not risking the choice scarf. Mian Xiao, who does stay into close combat, suggests that the Grumpy Cat is indeed of the choice scarf variety, as of course, maybe Iron Bundle would have stayed in if it was scarf itself. Protect on the Sylveon, a missed opportunity. What's happened to my music? Play it again. That's a lot of damage. Assault Vest is the way to run Diggersby, but physical hits not so friendly. Fire Punch easily evaded. Is it a Will-O-Wisp or is it a Whisper-Will? As Regidrago comes in. It's a Hydro Pump. Gets valuable damage, which certainly helps if it's going to click Dragon Thingy Bob. You see the Intimidate. Terra Grass goes for the Terra Blast. Easily taken by Mouse. The Arcanine. Is it a teleport or is it a teleport? It's a teleport. Beautiful teleport. Mian Xiao comes in. Happy just to say, yeah, I'm Scarf. And Casper stays in. Not fearing as a Escavalier will be the one to take a Hydro Pump to the face. Big balls on Casper will reveal he's not indeed choice of his own with the flip turn out. Real valuable damage on this Escavalier, who crits on the knockoff, but it is not enough to kill Diggersby. Who clicks a return, a little over prediction. It's still valuable chip, and a lot of chip at that. But Pursuit will pick up the kill. Trying to catch a greedy switch to the Rotom, I think. And well, Arcanine is forced in, surprisingly. Oh, because apparently Sylveon gets Mystical Fire then. That's on me. Bella knew that. As Arcanine, as the wish gets passed up, does teleport out. Woohoo! Rotom washes in. Washing machine. A wish pass to the big dragon as Discharge fishing for the para won't find it. 98%. Is that enough to click Dragon Kill move? Dragon Energy, 95%. Lived and Volt switched out. Didn't want to risk a switch hard to the Diancie. Casper making the right call so far. As Knackle stack is in. Dwayne. Terra Fairy on the Arcanine revealed as Flamethrower will do very minimal damage. Iron Head doing some damage as the teleport out from the Arcanine, who is relatively low. Swampert in, looking for the turn of flip. Iron Bundle in on that. Sets the rocks, in fact, trying to punish all of this switching. And Freeze Dry, indeed, will be picking up the kill on the Rotom Wash. It's one apiece in this very close affair. Mienshao in. Does he have the balls? Oh my goodness, he stays in again. And this time, the attack. Hydro Pump kills. Holy shit, Casper. With the double mind games. That man has a 10-footer. And I'm not talking about his height. Jesus. Understandably, Bella going for the poison jab to try and predict the switch to the Sylveon. But to be honest, it's a little bit of a throw from Bella. With rocks up, you could just be clicking close combat. And Sylveon doesn't really want to come in on that either way. Bella will be kicking herself. And it's down to 3 Mons as Arcanine comes in. As Earth Power is there. Morning Sun easily healed up on. I don't know what Earth Power's doing. This Arcanine is just healing. And it is teleporting out, predicting a switch on that particular turn. Casper doesn't clear. He's just clicking buttons, apparently. As Earth Power, no Terra Blast. I guess this thing is just Specs or something. As we see Queen Chonk III still holding. Sylveon is in. There's no easy switch into the Hyper Voice, it has to be said, assuming it's running it. As there's no Fairy Resist left with Arcanine Terra'd into Fairy. But Swampert will be happy to take one at least, and does so very happily. Crikey, before yawning, in fact. Yawn and Flip Turn, a pretty cool combo. Which one will it be to come in? It's Corviknight, who will take the Flip Turn to the face. Yo, how you doing, Mark? Good to see you. World Player Mark. That's exciting. I'm very happy you did it in uppers because I worry for what could have happened in lowers. You know, I think it was always going to have to be in uppers. Big Brave Birds, by the way. Queen Chonk proving not so chonky. This Corviknight is hitting hard. I've never seen this thing do anything other than click Iron Defense and Body Press. Is this like Scarf? Banded? Some sort of offense? It's not Scarf because it would outsped the Diancie. He was looking to turn things around. Knuckle Stack, can it hold? It's got the Iron Head. They know there's no resistance. It holds! Does the Knuckle Stack? Iron Head picks up the kill on the Diancie. Dwayne, the best tier 5 around, as Arcanine comes in. But all is lost, I'm afraid, for the Berkshire Bellossom. The Rotterdam Rotoms, after a rocky start to the season, are going to pick themselves up a huge win here against one of the top teams in the conference. Salt Cure is going to do its job slowly and painfully. The play rough miss, all unfortunate, but when you look at the damage, did it really matter? It was banded. Holy moly, banded Corviknight. How long do me and Yeti have to play? What, you play like 100 or 200 turns or something?
How long do me and Yeti have to play?
I think after one more turn, this... I was going to say it's officially the longest battle of the season, but it is forfeited, understandably. I mean, Bella can't really get out of that at that point. Really critical turns going the way of Casper, who has played that near immaculately. Could he do it again? I mean, we'll have to see over the remainder of the season. There was a 69-turn battle last week. Was there? Tough day for Keel. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to take some time to deal with that. It hurts so badly for them, unfortunately. Exciting for Seto, of course. We will see them next year regardless, but they're going to have a lot of experience heading into next year, which is good for them. I mean, Keel are great content, but at least they're not being replaced by a team that is like poor content. Like Seto are absolute content, and they'll be there to do the interviews. I hope that the European players get a bit of a feature. I don't know. I'm kind of happy, you know. It's the end of the season. It's like the end of it all in Rocket League Esports, really. But the CRO World Championship will be it'll be great to look forward to. This is a stacked lineup, by the way, from Azazel. Look at these 6 mons. What the heck? Kartana, Mega Pidgeot, Terrakion, Tapu Lele, Dragapult, and Electros. How is this possible? How is this draft of 6 mons possible? Like, this is an OU team. What the fuck? Like, this isn't Draft League anymore. This is insanity. And yet the sun is still strong. And I do see a Solrock. I do see Cat. I see what you're doing. I don't know whether you're opening with it and setting screens or setting rocks and an explosion or what. Don't know. Let's see. Dragapult is the opener. Aptly named Yeetus Fetus. Fetus Yeetus, as we see the substitute in front of the Fortress, predicting the hazards, but Cat just clicks Gyro Ball, and understandably so. That was always going to be a lot of damage on Dragapult anyway, who was forced out, and Eel in it comes, as we see Gyro Ball twice from Cat. Missed opportunity to set them hazards. Walking Wake having to come in, fearing the Fire-type move, as we see Discharge, well, covered off by Azazel. No power, though. Dragon Dance in the face of the Eel, who clicks Discharge again. And here comes Physical Walking Wake. I didn't even know it. And Eel just tanks it anyway, because Eel's a fucking beast. And Walking Wake fails to do anything again. But I respect the attempt of trying to do something interesting. Running Physical, Dragon Dance is cool. Eel has done its job. Beam will take it down. Cursed Fleshlight 2 is still horrific as a name. As we see the Charizard Y lightly threatened out by this Terrakion. It's Cofagrigus who comes in. Stone Edge hit. Only 28%. Big Coffin is strong. What's it going to do? T-Spikes, Will-O-Wisp, as Stealth Rocks go up. Do you see Trick Room from the Cofagrigus? Are you seeing... Are we about to see offensive Soul Rock? What has Cat been smoked? To be fair, that's probably a valid question. I shouldn't ask that. Pidgeot going to be outspared. We'll get the Mega off. Might just have to stall with Roost here. Indeed it does. Solrock in. Now this is quite the answer to Mega Pidgeot, it has to be said. Where is your Solrock switch in? Not a question many people have ever asked. Apparently it's Tapu Lele. As we see Solrock. Oh, bro. Lolrock missing the Stone Edge. Fortress in. Tapu Lele Shrekkening with the Future Sight, even though it could probably have one-shot the Fortress with Psychic. Who wants to take that Future Sight? Not me. Gyro Ball for 45%. Heat Wave. Down goes the Fortress, but that might waste a turn of the Future Sight, I'm afraid. Indeed, Future Sight did not hit because the target has fainted. Cofagrigus. Hurricane. Gone. It's falling apart for the Entei. And the Scorbunnies are looking hot. Turn up the heat. No, don't bring in the Charizard Y then, because Solrock is back in. Take 2. Solrock, go in for it. Stone Edge hits this time, and that's a lot of damage. That's a whole lot of damage. Terra Electric. Huh? Acrobat. What the fuck am I seeing? Stone Edge tanked. Solrock, Zen Headbutt. Oh, it can't quite kill. Ah, Sacred Sword takes down the rock. A Solrock doing plenty enough work to validate it coming. That was pretty cool. As we see Enamorama kill with a superpower. As we see Contrary, of course, on it. That thing is getting the buffs. Okay, who can kill it? Who can outspeed it? I know a couple mons that are on the team that can do just that. And my Charizard Y is going to have to kill... Oh, my soul every time. Dragapult. Substitute on the switch. Azazel whipping it out and waving it in Cat's face. Dragon Darts. What the fuck is that move? Apparently it crits. Does it crit every time? Probably. As we're going to see an Amorama come in and unfortunately be sacrificed to the Fetus Yeetus God. It's a great showing from the Scorbunnies, it has to be said. The combo of Azazel and Raindrop always going to be a strong one as we see Phantom. Where's he gone? I don't know, Jeff. Where is he? Count him, count him. Oh, there he is. Slay Queen going down. It's a 3-0. It's a rough battle for the Entei. Had they brought him on a little bit better than Walking Wake, they could have made this even closer. If they had 2 Soul Rocks, they probably would have won the battle. What's up next? Joe against Thomas. Me, yeah, Thomas is here, which does immediately let me onto the fact that he's definitely done something in this game, as it is unlike Thomas to be so on time. I'm curious what wacky set he's pulled out here. Well, it looks pretty standard for the 6 Mons. Of course, it's the Mega Swampert. There's no rain setter, but there's a couple Mons on the team here that can probably set it, if not for himself. I don't know how much the rain really will have much of an impact. It could help outspeeding the Blacephalon, of course, and I guess the Ursaluna as well, although it already does. The Chestnut is the big Mon in this battle. It's going to be under a lot of pressure from the likes of Salamence and Ninetales, but it's absolutely critical for shutting down Swampert, you know, the Araquanid, and kind of Aegislash 2. So this is going to be interesting. Bug is in the house. Here we go. Smiles Conference brings more action. Shield Breaker. The Ursaluna straight in on the Araquanid. Actually not wanting to stay in. Fearing getting outsped and bonked. There's Liquidation locked by the Chestnut. Well, will it look to Leech Seed? Will it look to do some Source? Will it look to set some Spikes? Who knows? As it is Spikes indeed. Recovering up. Salamence. Defog Salamence? What are we going to see here? Thomas wouldn't run Defog Salamence. As we see Terra Steel straight away from the Chestnut. Iron Head. Terra Steel. Cool for shutting down the Salamence. I just kind of expected this to be the Aegislash and Swampert answer. So let's see what Joe has got else. Has clearly had plans for that Steel against the Salamence and has revealed it. Mega Blastoise with the Ice Beam. Nothing. Dark Pulse. Looking for the flinch, but Bug is so tanky. Gets flinched. Oof. Dark Pulse again. Just needs one more. No way. Joe giving... Oh, it's tanked on this occasion. Liquidation. A little bit of revenge for the Bug. Joe pulling out the strats. The flinch master. He took down Finchy in crazy fashion last season. That was with an extra sensory flinch, which is even less likely. Here's the Chestnut on the switch. Of course, Terra Steel, such a great answer now to Alolan Ninetales. Real nice. Salamence is in on the Steel Chestnut, surprisingly. More spikes are going to go up, and this Toedscrawl has got to get in and spin them away at some point. It's the freest switch, surely, for Blacephalon, although that thing can't block a spin to save its life without getting one shot if the Mon clicks an attacking move. We see Roar. They're predicting the Dragon Dance, and it is Defog Salamence. I've just realized. Oh my goodness, Thomas is running Defog Salamence as Aegislash goes straight for the close combat. Of course, that gets close combat as well. Of course it does. So, a little bit awkward. Can't really synthesis, can the Chestnut, even if it is running it because of the snow, making it so inconsequential. A Selgor having to come in on a close combat. It probably just dies to a Shadow Sneak, though. This thing is made of paper. Is there a switch to the Ursaluna predicting? No, there's not. And down goes the Selgor. Blastoise is the one to come in. And Thomas is really wriggling back into this. Oh, what a pulse. Huge damage, thanks to the Mega Launcher. Is still just about tanked by Ninetales. Does it look to Veil? Does it look to attack? We see an orange Florges, not just any Florges. Come in to tank the Freeze Dry. Bit of a wasted turn for Thomas, unfortunately for him. A nice switch by Joe as the Aurora Veil is indeed put up. There's the Wish passed up. Who's going to try and heal up, though? That's the thing. I guess it's going to be Chestnut. No, Moonblast is tanked. Going to stay at full HP. Of course, Defog from the Florges. But I guess the Ninetales can just Veil again. And this is an awkward standoff. But in fairness to Joe, the snow going down means that that can't be a thing anymore. As a pass into the Chestnut, rather than defogging away the Aurora Veil that is now still up. I don't know what can stop this Chestnut. This Chestnut? This Aegislash. Does it have Earthquake? Taken well by Chestnut? It's raw. And Toedscrawl is in now. Thomas is putting on so much offensive pressure. And we're back into the Florges, who takes an Earth Power, but something's going to get spored here. There's no Grass type. Apparently nothing's going to get spored. Close one. Toedscrawl now under fire, but it is quite fast. Can it actually kill? Terra Water. Giga Drain nearly kills, but the Terra Water Ice Beam is blocked out. As leftovers will heal the Toedscrawl, who of course outspeeds and will force a switch back to the Florges. Rapid Spin, just raising that speed even further. Holy moly. Earth Power does do pretty much nothing, and Florges is the immovable object right now for Thomas. He needs to get that Aegislash in, and I guess Swampert can break through it as well. Moonblast will slowly work away at this Toedscrawl. It will get the special attack drop eventually. It's a 5v5, but realistically, it's so on the edge right now. Break this Florges and the game falls apart for Joe. Spike starting to be set by Toedscrawl. I didn't even know it got that. Aegislash is in. As we see the Moonblast. Thomas probably expecting the defog, but it won't matter. Aegislash hasn't shown its item yet. As Blastoise will be sacked off to the spikes. And Aegislash will be caught in attack form. Now is the time, as Ursaluna is the mon to come in. Salamence trying to predict that switch, gets the Intimidate off. Earthquake is evaded. Here's this Ursaluna choice. Iron Head stays in. Stone Edge misses. So much Stone Edge this week. And a whole lot of variety in the results. Stone Edge will hit on this occasion. Blacephalon comes in. And it's Roost from Salamence. Bulky defog Salamence with Intimidate. Thomas, so unlike him, but it's having such an effect. His Hidden Power Ice revealed on the Blacephalon will still pick up the kill, and there's the Beast Boost. But Aegislash can just come back in. And this thing is such a problem. Lorge is going to come in, predicting the close combat of sorts, I guess. But it is just Shadow Sneak. Blacephalon was always going to be forced out, but Thomas kind of knows he doesn't need to predict with the close combat, as Iron Head just stays in and kills. That Wish is going nowhere. I know the Aggron really doing this. Ursaluna's in, but we know it can't break Salamence without a crit. Okay. Wow, that's a bit of a moment from Thomas. Switching in the only water type Tentacruel. Oh, and indeed, he says in chat he forgot about the Terror. That could be a costly moment as we see. Man-at-Arms, the Chestnut, will come in to try and attempt to wall this Swampert, but it's Steel now, and it can't. Earthquake just kills it. The rain is set, and this is game. Frog is going to clean up, and the Aggron will take a 3-0 win. It's the Joe 3-0, but not the type you'd have expected. In this matchup, the Aggron proved to be the banana peel as always. I don't know if Scarf Blacephalon outspeeds. It does, but it doesn't have Grass Knot. And if it did, it didn't click it. So no consolation kill. That's well played from Thomas. We move on to our next battle. Youngster Matthew. This is Super Dude's name on Showdown. I had forgotten. Apologies. Will this be the trend of first wins in Smiles Go for Miles? Because the Irish Inkays are 0-2 after the first 2 weeks coming into this game against the Arnhem Appletuns, a very well-reputed franchise. They've got Roaring Moon. There's no way they don't just pick up a win for free at some point. But this does look like a tough one to do it in. There is the Tapu Koko, the Articuno as well. It is not going to be easy for Super Dude as we head down to the field. Turn 1, it is a Koko opener, as you may have expected. Yuxi is there to take a hit, set something up. Who knows? Nature's Madness will chop it for half its health. As a Calm Mind turn 1 Techo Strat seems very optimistic. The Yuxi already super low. As in comes the Golisopod for the first impression. Bang! Rest is there, which of course, not being on the ground, it can actually do in electric terrain, but like, yeah, in comes Torkoal. That's a bit of a reset of turn 1 now, except that Yuxi has used up its berry and revealed that it is indeed Calm Mind. So here's Rain Dance from Bastions, a very cool play. Solar Beam, oh no! Oh no, 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 no. Once you charge for 1 turn, you're locked in as well. What a play from Bastions. Just click Rain Dance, I'm telling you. Start bringing weather against the weather teams. They can't deal with it. What a fucking play from Bastions. Oh my goodness. Roaring Moan. More like it is fucking moaning right now. It's getting wet. It ain't happy whatsoever. As we have the Terra Ground Articuno blocking the Volt Switch. A classic play we've already seen so many times this week. So many times this season. Terra Ground to block the Volt Switch, because if you're not bringing a ground type, definitely expect you're going to be bringing a Terra Grounder, because you got to block Volt Switches somehow, and you got to get suspicious of Terra Ground the second you don't see a ground type on the other team. And even then, maybe on another Mon. Steam Eruption. Not blocked by Water Absorb and paying the price with the burn. We see Hydration Vaporeon to use that synergy with the rain. I mean, I fully respect it. Rest Hydration Vaporeon is actually not cringe, but it is still wishing, which is a little bit so. Golisopod is in, as it's Trick Room. Calm Mind, Rest, Trick Room from the Yuxi. Alright. Well, we see this thing come in. Overcoat. It takes a liquidation. No problem. Here is Vaporeon. Exciting gameplay here, as there is definitely too much for Roaring Moon to do. It can probably get 3 or 4 kills once it comes in, but I don't see it carrying the battle, and if it gets Scorbunny, it could be fatal, but it's not. Vaporeon, at this high health, could probably stay in, but unfortunately, this is a Roaring Moon, so in comes Articuno looking to shut it down straight away, and it's Earthquake that hits. I'm not sure what the expectation was. I guess it has what, I don't know what moves this guy. I assume it gets everything. Maybe expecting close combat or something. I don't even know. As there is U-turn. Not wanting to get blocked by the Sandy Shocks Magneton boy. Sludge Wave. Yeah, so what we're learning is nothing kills this Vaporeon, which is pretty depressing. It's an oversight from Matthew for sure. The Roaring Moon is there. Can Bastions keep it clean is the question for the 6-0, is what I'm looking at. We see the Baton Pass. That's pretty cool. I like that. It was a very cool Uxie set in the end. Moonblast is a lot of damage now. Hold up. Look at this. What's going on here? This is a little bit of a scary tortoise snake thing. Cloud, pink, hearty Raphael. As it is, of course, a weak to a fair few things that are still left here. As maybe Articuno can take a hit. But it won't be able to kill in return. We'll be seeing Entei indeed come in here with the physical hits and the resistance to Fairy. Stone Edge clicked again, and it misses again. Do you stay in hoping for another miss? Apparently you do, and you get burnt for it. Down goes the Enamorous, and the fun is over, says Bastions. Raymundo, Entei hitting at the second call, as it will hit another big Stone Edge and go down for its causes. I guess this battle is still on, actually. Roaring Moon is still in the game. Articuno. It's another Earthquake. At what point do you wonder where the other moves are? It's clearly not banded. Is it Scarfed? It's Scarfed, isn't it? Of course. Can't really click Dragon-type moves and lock yourself in case the Coco comes in. I get it. Articuno in as a ground type. Terra Fire, Sandy's cheeks, Terra Blast, hits, Life Orb, taking the damage, as more damage down goes the Articuno, but this Scarf, Roaring Moon, I'm afraid, it is not a move it can click to cover off all these remaining mons. It's not had enough help. As Bastions can probably clean up. I don't even know if this Earthquake will kill, it's non-stab. It's Roaring Moon, sorry my guys. I forgot what mon we're talking about here. Down goes the Coco, but surely a revenge. And indeed it is. Big old banded first impression will pick up the kill. And it's a 2-0 win at the end of the day for the Arnhem Appletuns. Alright. Hydrate, thank you, AutoExec. How are you doing? Can't believe what I was watching last night. It's always the most entertaining day of the year, you know. LCQ Finals Day. It's my favorite day of Rocket League in the whole year. Nothing comes close. Alright. We have got the top of the table clash here in the Smiles Conference, and it is a stacked lineup. Both teams bringing out the guns and the business. We got a Chloritza in the party from Sniper. I can see why. Pretty good Inteleon switching with the Assault Vest and decent U-turns all around. Alright, let's see how this one turns out. We've got a big angry Darmanitan, but it won't be the opener, as Clodsire would probably have been scared out. And considering that Darmanitan one-shots every single mon, and that you never know if your opponent has it scarfed, I feel like you just open with it turn 1. It's one of them faultless turn 1 leads where you can just always open fucking Darmanitan because the opponent is always going to get one-shot by it, and will have to assume that you're scarfed unless they are scarfed. and at which point they can stay in. You know, you just force people to... You set a precedent of it, and then people are always going to have to open their Scarfer against you so that Darmanitan just one-shot the first one they come out with, you know, because they always have to switch and assume it's going to be locked into a move. The rocks are up from Clodsire, and why wouldn't they be? You're playing against Sniper, and it's Defog Zard. Wait, that's normal Zard, isn't it? Well, shit. I guess it can Terror. Chloritza, back in. Rocks are back up. This is fucked. Well. Water Pulse. Huge damage. What is this? Specs, Chloritza? You're actually struggling to take that. Does show the leftovers. As heavy-duty boots, of course, on the Zard to make it a viable defogger. Inteleon is in, though. Is it going to be allowed to defog? Scream Tail in to take the focus energy. I mean, if there's anyone to take it, I guess it's going to be this fella. Snipe Shot will crit for 48%, but it's not enough. Chatty Athena will have no issues. Easily taken by the Wiggle Jiggle. And gets the first turn Body Slam Para. Damn. Sock staying in. Maybe trying to catch a bit of greed, I guess. As Protect is up. Still staying in. Wild. Well, the Starmies have stabilized, and after 11 turns, they're going to be able to come back on top here. Although they are passing up a Wish. Clodsire isn't going to let the rocks go away, but Clodsire can't really threaten in anything, so it's a free switch for Chloritza to fire off another one. Toxic is placed. Boom. Inteleon in to pretty much be sacked off, I guess. Sniper is just clicking Water Pulse, not fearing the Water Absorb Clodsire, and the way Sock's playing, maybe this is indeed unaware Clodsire, and not Water Absorb. What a mistake that could prove to be. As Volcarona in hard on the Jigglypuff. Is it fearing the Body Slam Power? I certainly would be. Is it running Lum? Well, Charizard is going to come in. A fantastic answer to the Volcarona, in fact. There's no way it's running Hidden Power Rock, predicting a normal Charizard to come. And this thing can probably just, like, Terra Fire. And it Quiver Dances again. Do you really want to be staying in? Rock Slide. Gone. Huge misplay from the Lumineon. Getting greedy and Sniper rightly punishing. As Defog is there. Clodsire is going to chill, I imagine. Will Earthquake, of course, with the ground immunity gone. And this is looking pretty rough. The rocks are going to go up, and they are going to stay up. Meowscarada is in. Weebs out. Knock off. Bonk. Click Toxic on everything. Keep clicking Wish, keep clicking Toxic. This is what we're here for. Wish goes up, Jirachi's in, getting some valuable leftovers regen. Well, Iron Head for 52%. This thing is so chonky. Body Slam! No power this time. Would have been a bit wild if it got the 2 out of 2. But Jirachi will be putting the pressure on. Protect for a little bit more leftovers, and I think the Zard is going to have to be sacked off here. But Wish predicting, and that's suddenly not gone ideal for Sniper. As down will go the Charizard. Jirachi's back up to full. Meowscarada is in. Big knockoff bonk coming out. And there it is. Assault Vest is gone for the punchy bird. Let's play rough. Super effective, but only 50% damage. Big U-turn. How is this thing so tanky? What the heck? As here is the Mega Altaria is going to look to try and threaten with the dances, is it? Play rough is some damage, but of course no stab. Shooter protein being now balanced ability. Nihilego. Definitely Scarfed to cover off. By the way you would expect. So in comes the Clodsire. Chipping away at the Chloritza. Is it water absorbed? There's no way. Inteleon's getting sacked. This Toxic is doing so much work. I don't know if Jigglypuff gets Heal Bell, but even then it would have been hard pressed for slots for it. Jirachi back in. U-turn is not going to kill. Summon's going to get chonked, and it's going to be Mega Altaria. So kills through the resistance. Does the Clauncher boy. And we're down to a 3 versus 3, but Darmanitan commands the game, except Jirachi is in it. Nihilego definitely can, unfortunately, find itself not one-shotting. This Jirachi foul play is nice, but it's going to be Bombardier that comes in. Tanks that foul play, no problem. And this is really difficult now for Sniper. The Protect on the Jirachi doing such a valuable job scouting. Sucker Punch, though, easily blocked out. Not sure what that was about. We see the Terra Rock. The Wish goes up. Stone Edge crits for 63%. This Jigglypuff, this Scream Tail, as it is known, is so fucking bulky. Jesus Christ. It's like a Blissey or a Chansey that isn't shit, and you can't knock off its Evioli. Jesus, it just sits there clicking Wish going... Ironhead. Flinch the fucker. There it is. Well deserved. Not against Sniper, just the Mon, to be honest. He gets to Protect, though. It flinches. I mean, this is gonna die. Something is gonna die. Stop stalling. Who do you want to sack? Belly Drum, Greedy Protect from Slark. What the fuck, Zen mode? Fire Punch Snowman. The Greedy Protect might have just cost it. Sucker Punch is a thing, though. Endure! Endure! Sucker Punch Endure, mind games. What is happening? Oh my god. I mean, there's no way Sniper can wait out all these Sucker Punches. Surely not. Has Sniper got the balls? No, she doesn't. I guess you would expect that. That was nearly a very crazy ending. My goodness. There's Sucker Punch there. And Psychic will pick up the kill. Beast Boost. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Does it tank? A crit would surely one-shot. Does this live? Clodsire is absolutely massive. Holy shit. It's a 1-0, and the Limerick Lumineon will remain unbeaten here in their inaugural season in the Smiles Conference. It was a great battle there, and the Starmies pushed them all away. It was about 20 turns longer than it needed to be, but it was a good battle. Unaware? Yeah, I guess it was unaware. I keep expecting it to be water absorbed, but we established that during the game that it couldn't have been. So I'm gathering that we've got a just about in time game here. mean, this is just better than Mario Kart music. I'm sorry, guys. It's actually better. Nice to change it every now and then. I still hear that shit in my sleep. Right. There is a thing on my screen. A Farigiraf. What does this thing do? I don't know. However, I do know that things are going to be tough for Captain Pudding to manage, of course, with the Zapdos under a lot of pressure from the likes of the Melmetal, and then going to be answered by the Icy Baxcalibur fella. But ultimately, you would expect Gholdengo and Megalophony to come through, but that's if they can break through the Mega Venusaur, and there's no obvious answers into how to do that straight away, so we could be in for an interesting one here. As we do see the Crocodile is the opener, Melmetal, the Terminator, immediately coming in. There's, of course, no Earthquake immunities present, but still, we'll click the double Iron Bash as the rocks do go up. Life Orb revealed. Pudding couldn't help but resist to get them rocks up, and against the Typhlosion, absolutely makes sense. Terminator going to be taken for a lot of HP. Ice Punch will clean up the Crook. Captain Pudding will certainly take that, though, as in comes the Lopunny, and it will claim its first kill of many this battle, I'm sure. Crook going down does mean that Regirock is allowed to play the game, and critting the Auroras on switching is huge. It now can two-shot, but actually switches out. What? Expecting Terra Ground? Yeah. But it's going to be Aurora Veil that goes up. Future Sight. Thunderwave. Wish. Tell me this thing's going to sit and click Wish as well. Substitute Zapdos behind the veil. Holy bomboli. We are going to get some sauce here. What's it going to go for? Charge Beam or shit? Like what? Hurricane. They gave it Hurricane? What? That's insane! Since when has Zapdos had Hurricane? What the fuck? When did they give Zapdos Hurricane? That's insane. Hurricane hits again. Onto Baxcalibur. Does it Dragon Dance? It does. And Dragon Dance is punished. Ball's even putting to stay in, but gotta respect it. This is surely his answer to Mega Venusaur, though, and down it goes. How does he kill the Venusaur? Allows the Zapdos to go down. And now Baxcalibur boy is here. Tentacruel. Earthquake lived thanks to the Terror, but Sludge Bomb will get the return kill. At what cost? Mega Venusaur wins the game, no? How does a Gholdengo break it? Specs make it rain? I don't really know. Well, here is this fella who is having a great time. Lopunny you'd expect to be able to take one, but it's going to be Gholdengo that comes in. Why not chonk away at its HP? Shadow Ball. Oh, it's gone. Everything is dying. Life Orb shown as Typhlosion comes in. Should be able to pick up the kill here as it terrors into a ground type for the Terra Blast. Just a bit of flexing there. How busted is Megalophony? I mean, surely it can't even two-shot without at least one crit on the Mega Venusaur. I don't know if Mega Venusaur can kill from here unless it gets a Sludge Bomb Poison. 40%. There it is. And Sludge Bomb. Bro, I know my roles when it comes to the mons that haven't... Well, Lopunny's changed a lot, I guess. It's a 1-0 for Yeti. And that is unfortunate for Pudding. A wildly played battle, I feel like, from both sides at some point. But a big win for the Mimes. I'm curious what that does to the standings, actually. And now Yeti is our unofficial Smiles Go for Miles champion as he takes the champion's belt from the Belfast Blazikens in a way. And interestingly so, we'll be 3-0 amongst just 2 other teams at the top of the Smiles Conference. Sark is at the top with 11 mon difference, nearly matched by the Starmies despite their loss to the former. Belfast Blazikens still up there as well. Is this a top 5 developing? Well, I know that these teams right here would have something to say about it. This is awfully close in the Smiles Conference, of course, that, as is always the case with the Smiles Conference, is stacked as ever when you realise that outside the top 10, you got the Portishead Ponyta, you got the Ariana's Altarias, you got the Yorkshire Yanma, the Entei, and you've got the Fish Pond SuperRods who are picking up W's. So unfortunately, we have to talk about the Miles Conference now. So this is the Miles Conference coming into this week. Sworder's Board at the top. They have an Aqual Stack thing. And the Regirock and the Jersey Jolteons are having a great time. So that's cool. Most importantly, will the Leeds Litwicks actually continue to be good? That's what we're looking for this week. As these are our fixtures. Just opening these replays. Is that how bad I am normally? Whenever I win it's out of character. I mean, let's not kid ourselves here, Big Mac. Yes. You know? Yes, it is a surprise. Your last 2, if not 3 seasons have not been ones to remember. But I guess that just makes this season all the more exciting. A 2-0 start. I mean, do we want to look in history and ask ourselves when the last time it was that the Leeds Litwicks opened up the season 2-0? Go on. Let's find out. Let's find out, shall we? Let's do it. So we know it didn't happen last season. There's no bloody way it happened last season. Did it happen in Season 8? No, you started 0-2 in Season 8. Happened in Season 7? No, you started 1-1 Season 7. Season 6? Started 1-1. Season 5? Started 0-2. Season 4? Started 1-1. Season 3? Started 1-1. Season 2, surely. No, 1-1. Season 1? Season 1! The Leeds Litwicks opened up 2-0. Which I might notice that every single team in the entire league was either 2-0 or 0-2. And he wasn't even that high up. You know, he was 6th. 5th of like 12 teams. So, yes, we should be excited, Failures, because you haven't gone 2-0 since Season 1. So there's your justification. Wait, Failures is downloading Dota? Oh my god. We can just skip. This is Miles Conference. We can just play Dota if you want. I'm going away tomorrow, so I can't play. So there is a Toxtricity, which is always cool to see. What is Mojack bringing to the table? There's a lot of pressure on this matchup right here when you consider that both, certainly in recent times, the Bonsly successful franchises. The Dakar Drapion with that star on the logo because they're a former champion, yet both these teams are out of their depth. No one bloody knows what's going on in Gen 9 ultimately, but they're 0-2. You wouldn't expect it. Usually you would expect the Litwicks to be in this sort of position, but it's not to be, and one of them is going to be 0-3. That's the crazy thing. It's a Flygon opener. As in comes Archeops. Gets the taunt off, trying to protect them rocks. And it prevents a Tailwind instead. A really nice taunt. Poor luck for Vex, as you wouldn't be expecting a Tailwind Flygon. But it's not allowed to play, as the rocks do go up. As Archeops does get a Fire-type move, but it won't be choosing to use it after the threat of Bullet Punch, as we see knock off the move. Really nicely read there, getting rid of the heavy-duty boots as well by Vex. Zapdos will come in, revealing it is indeed of itself. Heavy-duty boots takes a score. No burn, and no ground type. There's a free Volt switch if it wants to use it, but maybe running U-turn instead. You never know. It's a discharge. Looking for the power on Tombstone, who does not reveal leftovers, indeed. As we see Discharge just staying in, looking to try and chip away at this Cofagrigus. As it does get the Will-O-Wisp on. Won't mind us too much if it's running Pain Split. As no defog just yet. Awkward standoff, but weirdly both teams probably happy to chip away at these two Mons. Although, yeah, there's the Pain Split, completely rinsing Vex, who does not defog away these rocks. Toxtricity is in. Roost goes off. And what can this thing do? 2 Toxtricity. Hidden Power. Hidden Power Ground. Okay. Mojack says he forgot to Terra, which is very painful, actually, to think of what could have been. And it's more Pain Split, as we still do not see any defog from the Zapdos. Is it maybe not running it? Maybe it is on Flygon instead. Vex saying, can I get a para, please? And it's not coming for him at the moment. Oh, there it is. Silver 9,500. Thank you very much for the follow. How are you doing? Anyone know what this music is from? Surely a lot of you recognize it. This is a horrible standoff. Why is this still going on? It is from PP Poo Poo. You're right. It is Battle Revolution. Trust Harry and Harry too to know it. Can't say that after what Mr. Gallade did with the Gallade, actually. Subs and a Subson too. Sorry. Big Shadow Ball, which has got the drop. I mean, this is just ridiculous. Like, what am I watching? Just get on with it. Jesus Christ. Alright, well, it went down, and now that, yes, eventually the Gengar does come in and kill the Cofagrigus. Pursuit Trappers! No! Oh, man. Knockoff is there, fearing the Bold stay in and Focus Blast or something. I don't know. I mean, it couldn't possibly outspeed. Bullet Punch. Blastoise. I Mega Beedrill, I click U-turn. Hard switching in the Weavile as the Tailwind goes up, but I've got Ice Shard. Bye-bye Flygon. What's going to come in? Maybe Sizzle. Probably should have come in before, but maybe fearing the knockoff. Who knows? There's Iron Valiant is in. Here we go. It's fast. It's got a tailwind. It couldn't be any faster. It's got the Swords Dance up. Surely it sweeps. There's nothing that can stop it. It outspeeds everything. And Iron Valiant will pick up the 4 kills. Surely. It's got Thunder Punch even for Manta. Is this Sash Weavile? It's outspeeding, but it does no damage. I say that. It does do a lot of damage. There's the Drain Punch. And all it took was a Tailwind and a Quark Drive and a Swords Dance on a switch. And brrr, goes down. Mojang and the Dakar Drapion going to be 0-3. This is wild. So Valiant isn't bad. I mean, it's a tier 1. I feel like most tier 1s should be able to do that. You get a Tailwind up. You click Swords Dance. You should probably win late game. It's just unfortunate for Mojang that he got the Swords Dance off. Boom, boom. Aegislash can't. Oh, you sort of can. You don't need a Tailwind. You just click Shadow Sneak instead. And you can't really stop it because half the time you're running Weakness Policy anyway. It's kind of just better. I mean, Aegislash is definitely, objectively, a lot better as a tier 1 than Iron Valiant. It's a lot more flexible as well. You can actually run it defensive if you want. Ironically, normal Gallade has been proven to be as effective as hyper-futuristic Gallade. All right. Well, we have got rain. So what's it going to be? Sunny day, Rotom. Look at this. The Thwacky has come. How cool is that? Just a grassy terrain, glassy glide to counter the Mega Swampert. That's sick. I mean, Pidgeot doesn't mind the sun. It can still hit its Hurricanes with no guard. Sneezer's going to have a hard time with all the Swift Swimmers. It needs to get this Unburden off somehow. And Dragapult also. A lot of fast, frail threats that don't like being outsped. And with all these Swift Swim boys, it's rough for Loot. Unless he is bringing the sunny day on the Toedscrawl, the Rotom Heat. He should be. I am looking forward to seeing it. Grimmsnarl is the opener. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Logarithmic, that's a really cool name. Play rough, chipping away. There's the parting shot. Pelipper, Drizzle Kicks. That's actually a sick name, Atch. Holy shit. Leech Seed is up. Drizzle Kicks is up there. That's like an S tier nickname of all time. Holy shit. Boom. Leech Seed, sapping away. Pelipper, definitely the mon you want to be spored out of all these, as it just has to come in and make things wet. Here's Vishisunak, that far more cursed nickname as the Terra Steel Toedscrawl. Who wants to take the Vicious Rend? Nobody. Down goes Toedscrawl. It wasn't running Sunny Day. I kind of think the battle's over, to be honest. Luke has a great draft, a very dangerous draft of, frankly, some broken offensive threats. Oh my goodness, it lives! Bonk! Goodbye, Mega Pidgeot. It's definitely over now. There was already plenty of nails in the coffin, and Atch just went and put the whole bloody sledgehammer through it. Thwacky! Bonk! Gets a kill. Whack! It is called Whack. Is this Thomas nicknaming or what? Well, does this thing get Weather Ball, actually? I remember thinking about it getting Weather Ball. It has got Weather Ball. I don't think Luke knew that. It just goes down. Hard to switch into, for sure. Maybe if you stop it being rainy, this battle will be a lot more achievable And Atch is absolutely stroking himself right now during this battle. He knows he's got it under control. The rain is uninterrupted. Everything is so well. Oh, grassy terrain with a little berry for the Unburden. Shame that it needs to get a Dire Claw status everywhere as Reflect goes up. I can't see this. That would have one-shot. Because, of course, it's super effective, I guess. No status, though. And a parting shot. This Sneasler's not going to manage to do it. Absolutely busted Psycho, but like, how can you Oh, it's gonna Sword Dance. Hold up. This thing might just do it. The Reflect. Sword Dance again, maybe? I spoke too soon. I spoke too fucking soon! It just kills every... It lives?! What?! How does it live? And it doesn't even get statused either. Apparently that's a low roll as well. Oh my goodness. Bruh. This fucking Sneasler. Oh my goodness. Oh, Williams Shakespeare hits the gunk shot to clean things up. Unbelievable. Crunch ends it. 5-0 for the Jolteons as there is so much death. It is the leads. Litwicks leads. I mean, in this meta where you just have to hit things really fucking hard, when are people going to start being alpha and running Zap Cannon on their electric types? That's what I want to see this season. Someone run Zap Cannon on their electric type for me. It'll make me real happy. So far it has been a lead Litwicks season. You know, actually kind of wild. Not a Shitwick season, but perhaps we will see it come right back to bite them right here. As they are going to have to deal with the sun. Are they packing the sun cream? Well, if there's one mon that's made of sun cream, it is Araquanid. Boom. Arctovish. We're going to see some chilly receptions from this Snow King. Fucking up the weather. I mean, realistically, the Litwicks have got a great chance in this battle. They've got a great answer to the Venusaur in Mega Aerodactyl. Of course, it will be outspared, but it can't really be one-shot. And, you know, there's no way Walking Wake is going to kill Slowking. The thing hits like a flannel. I mean, how did the Ontario Oshawott win this? The chilly reception is just going to fuck with the sun. Well, Aerodactyl was the opener, trying to cover off the Masquerain. Yep, because it has, of course, dual Wing Beat. So that can go through the Sash. Intimidate. And we're seeing the... is it Scarf? It's not Scarf. It's dead. I was 6-0 down, and we can see why. Rock McCorky. What? I can't even say that word. Sorry. In comes the Araquanid as a yawn from the Torkoal. Will this be the rocks being set? Walking Wake comes in. It's sunny! This is it. The Walker is in. Show us the damage, Slowking, to take. Hydro Steam, 51% with a Life Orb. That's quite depressing. In comes Arctovish, and it's a switch. Is it fearing Freeze Dry? Does this thing get Freeze Dry? Fairy type. It does get Freeze Dry. Whoa! Crits for 60%. Tarzan won't be happy with that. Slowking is back in. What kills the Slowking? What kills the Slowking at the moment? The only thing that touches the Slowking is Charizard. This is looking very, very, very good for the Leeds Litwicks. We were asking when did they last go 2-0, but have they ever gone 3-0? I didn't check whether they went 3-0 in Season 1, but they're in a good shape to do it right here. Setting the sticky web as well. Kind of surprising that Araquanid doesn't get Flip Turn, actually. That would make it sick. Then most things that get Flip Turn are anyway, so... This looks like Assault Vest Slowking. Gets the poison. That's really unlucky for the Oshawott, who could have threatened to make the Slowking switch out. That's really unfortunate. A double predicting the switch, but it's Thunder Wave catching the Venusaur. Phalius was happy to let Slowking go to sleep. Wow. It also wasn't Assault Vest, because you're right. It was Eject Button. I am blind. That makes it so depressing. I thought maybe Hydro Steam hits quite hard because it's Assault Vest. That's pretty decent to do 50% to a Slowking. No, Suicune is actually an embarrassment. Alright, here's Mew. Charizard. There's Dragon Dance! Reflect on the bug. Oh my goodness. Reflect. That is very cool. Right move to switch out, unfortunately. Reflect covering off. Really nice play from Phalius to shut that down. I feel like Arachnid asleep or not, Phalius has kind of got this, and it's kind of tumbling in his favor now. Ever since that Sludge Bomb poison. But it was kind of going his way before that. Charizard missed its window to set up, and the Reflect had covered it off. We know that the poor budget Suicune can't do anything. I don't believe it. Poltergeist misses. I just can't believe that the lead Litwicks are going to go 3-0. I can't believe it. This is crazy. Come on, get a kill. Arctovish is in. Flamethrower tanked. Man, I feel bad for this Mon. And Arctovish is going to return with the Freeze Dry. Getting the kill. And I don't think it's going to be 6-0. Crocodile in. Gets that Intimidate off early. Dragon Dance. Never say never. Earthquake lived. Dragon Dance. Oh! But it's going to die if it's running Flare Blitz, unfortunately. Arctovish in. Heavy Duty Boots. Dragon Claw. Immune. Is it Fire Punch? It is not Fire Punch. Okay. That is very, very close to a potential late comeback. I mean, it could still have Roost. But Crocodile, well played by Phalius. Not really giving it this option. Couple kills for the Flamezard. Consolation for the Oshawott, but it is a 4-0 for the Leeds Litwicks, who are the main characters today. They go 3-0. 3-0 to start the season. I'm going to delete shitwicks.png from my hard drive because I'm not going to need it. And indeed, this is the first ever 3-0 start for Phalius and the Leeds Litwicks, having played every single season of Smiles Go for Miles in history. It's a momentous one. This is where Phalius goes 3-14. Don't say that. We have our next matchup. And it is the Cheshire Combees and their very attractive, fun, engaging side against Number Wang, who will surely has to open. It's opened up like every single... it's Lopunny. Catching out the Ditto lead. Ditto being used against Isurdo and the Bolton Boldore. A very weird moment as Ruderi just comes in. Stealth Rocks go up. Shadow Claw That is taken remarkably well. Rocky Helmet from the physically defensive Slowking, punishing big time with the Scald. A nice reveal for Maddie there. That's a lot of value out of that, as that's number Wang is in. And a bit of a wasted slack off, really. I wanted to stay high in case of the stay in and Shadow Claw. A substitute! Oh, it's about to kick off, but it is leftovers. It's not quite going to hit the same. As we see Power Gem, the outspeed breaks the sub. Surf for some damage, but that's not the number Wang we know and love. This is not the same. Mortal Spin. It's a better rapid spin, and it gets the poison. That move is insane. Sylveon in on the Sludge Wave. It's a Sylveon, so it can just do that. 10% Sludge Wave poison, by the way. That was Life Orb, by the way. Sylveon is obese in the special department. Exploud is in, but what can it do to a Sylveon? What's the trick? What's the trick here, huh? What am I seeing? Hyper Voice goes through the substitute, but Iserdo says, I'm going to click substitute anyway. But it is Moonblast, perhaps wanting to cover off a soundproof? I think that was covering off a soundproof. And that could be a sick play from Maddie to be running Moonblast. Boom. Aquajet gets the kill. Toxic Debris, though. Up goes the spike. It's a perfectly played Pangolier. In comes the Azumarill. Marina Regis in. Try and get rid of that Spirit. And will do. Get rid of that huge power. Getting rid of the leftovers. Boom! Burst. That's number Wang. Picking up the kill. A second kill as Doug Trio has to come in and take care of business. We're down to a 4 versus 4. It's anyone's guess, but you know that Burnett is going to bring someone with it. Maddie, without switch initiative, but certainly feeling strong in the battle as we see an Azumarill knock off. Maddie wanting to punish the potential belly drum and pays with his Focus Sash. A great play, of course, but does get the kill. It was a choiced Azumarill. Doug Trio will go down for the Azumarill, which is fair enough, although the Azumarill... Doug Trio doesn't outspeed the Tornado, so it's kind of okay. And Tornadus has been quiet this game. We start hitting some Hurricanes, and we could see some action. We know this Slowking is physically defensive. Dark Pulse still can't quite two-shot, though. But it can flinch! Sylveon in. And if there's one thing that can shut down the Goodra and the Tornado single-handedly, it is Sylveon. And assuming that Maddie can sack the Slowking and get the Bennett in on the Lopunny, I don't see what Iserdo can really do. It's kind of tough. This is going to take a while, I imagine, so I'm going to speed this up. Pretty slow battle, 22 turns. And it's going to be extended by this Sylveon, but not for too long with the Poison and the Life Orb on Alex, unfortunately for Iserdo, chipping away all too fast. Clicking Draco Meteor, trying to catch any switch from the Sylveon. Here's the fake out. In fairness, Maddie can let this go down because then he can just use the Bennett for the Tornadus. Heal Bell is a cool play, but I mean, Iserdo is trying. Teleport is there. Sylveon back in. I mean, we are delaying the inevitable here. It is going to be a 1 or 2-0 win for the Cheshire Combees. I can't see it any other way. I don't know why Maddie's dancing and prancing around trying to make it a 3-0. It's not going to happen. Just accept it. Because it is happening. Bro, you're wasting our time. Maybe he will get the 3-0. Oh, the crit. Well, Banette's going to have to Destiny Bond anyway, so what's the fucking point? Bro, what's the point? What's the point? 2-0 it is to the Cheshire Combees in 15 more turns than necessary. Isurdo, cool idea with the sub X-Plow, but it didn't quite come off. Oh, we got a battle here, don't we? The currently unbeaten London Lunalas up against our back-to-back finalists and former champion, the Lutwicks Deino. Not back-to-back finalists, of course, because they fell to the Buckingham Bonsly. A very purple matchup. Will Flupkey disappoint? That's the question. There's a Hitmonchan. What is the answer to this little Knackle stack that has been so problematic? It probably won't want to be Terra Fairying this battle, though, with the Celesteela there, so we'll have to see. Excalibur is in the house. Out it goes, fearing the immediate close combat, and that's what comes through. Slowbro is in. As it could be choice, it's a hard switch. Teleport is there, and switch initiative is Flupkey's. It's flawlessly played so far. As the Excalibur in, forcing a switch to the Ting Lu. Isn't it literally weak to ice? It is. Tanks the Icicle Crash for 56%. It's going to be 2-shot. Where is the switch into this Baxi boy? As Ting Lu lives the second. What is that max to min roll? And it gets flinched. To be fair, probably deserved. This one is absolutely insane and broken. But very, very harsh flinch for Sword's board, who clearly had accepted that they were going to be trading Ting Lu for rocks. And those rocks no longer going up. Salt Cure. Unfortunate for Shelly. Going to have to teleport out. It is Fairy type. Cobalt Catastrophe. Looking for the Iron Defense. Okay. Well, Celesteela is in. This is the matchup the Flupkey would have wanted. Block. 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 Salt Cure doesn't do anything. What? Covert Cloak. Hard counter. When you have to make your tier 1 hard counter the tier 5, bring block Covert Cloak, well then you've definitely deserved the kill. I'm surprised it actually stayed in on the Celesteela. It was the Mon happy to come in, but clearly Sword's board understandably not expecting the block Covert Cloak. Wow. What a play from Flupkey. He gets the kill as well. It's falling apart for Sword's board. It's a 6v3. What happened to the Lunalas? They've just been taught a lesson. They're trying to set up constantly to make a revenge sweep. I mean, that is what you do in this metagame, I guess. Psychic, hoping for the para. And will get it. Celesteela probably should have killed 3 Mons by itself. Hoping for the extra para. But it's not to be. Has to console with just the 1 kill. And now it is in Mock Punch range from the Metachamp. Beast Boost, pretty cool. Oh, there is also this thing, I guess, that can just click U-turn. Very fun. Earth Power chipping. And there is the Dragon Dance. If in doubt, click Setup Move and try to sweep. Leftovers revealed. But this thing is definitely going to get Ice Sharded by Excalibur. I don't think that's going to do much. The Sandy Shocks will go down, but Flupkey will be the one with the win at the end of the day. It was a slow start for the season for Dino standards, but they will bring down the Lunalas right back towards them in a very, very well played battle. Could have definitely been closer, but unfortunately the Lunalas didn't really get a grip on the battle. And that happens sometimes. Alright. right, we have got the Plymouth Pachirisu going up against the Super Hoopa. The Iron Bundle, the Typhlosion, they're here to click buttons, but there is an Umbreon. Do not count Nelson out of this. He has a Mega Dancy. And the Goldengo Cheese String Boy. It's a Meloetta lead as Keldeo. Is it a Scarf Meloetta? It is! Clicks Energy Ball. Perhaps an oversight. As Flip Turn is there from Keldeo. Could it have killed the Keldeo? Was it just predicting a switch to Umbreon? I mean, Energy Ball would have done nothing anyway. Toxic put on the Conkeldeo is not always the nicest thing to do. Protect is there, and a much needed one as Conkeldeo for the knockoff, predicting the switch already. I mean, where is the safe switch? You cannot run from this angry, angry concrete block man, as this is a really risky switch in. Earthquake read! There's no Earthquake immunity. Why not click it? Domfan being saved for next game, and I assume the Garchomp primarily, as there will be no Mega Diancie Psychic hits from the Goldengo. Umbreon in on the Typhlosion, who Terra's Steel and Shadow Balls for 7%. Okay. Conkeldeo is in and would like to claim another soul. With the Wish being up, Domfan is a relatively safe switch. We see the knockoff getting rid of the Rocky Helmet, unfortunately, for Flow. Domfan should be able to sack itself a lot of HP to get rid of this. Does click Rocks greedily. I guess it can click Ice Punch next turn, but the Drain Punch, you pay the price. Those Rocks are huge impact, but Domfan outspeeds. I guess that makes sense. Maybe Nelson covering off the creep. Dark Pulse hits, does not kill the Domfan, who misses Stone Edge. How many Stone Edge misses have we seen this week? Jesus, it's the new Freeze Beam. Unbelievable. Except it's quite believable. Volt Switch goes off into the Meloetta. How does Meloetta break an Umbreon? I would like to know. We're going to see Relic Song into the cool form? Maybe. Keldeo's in on the Wish. Dazzling. I mean, that really wouldn't have done anything to Umbreon, I'm convinced. Goldengo, probably the far more safe switch, but it's in now. Make it rain! 44%, that's a lot of damage. Arc Pulse, 6%. I mean, realistically, the only thing that kills Umbreon is Garchomp. It can sit here and click Wish Protect all day long. What does this thing do? Veluza, Sharpness, 262 speed. What the heck is it? What is its gimmick? It has to be a gimmick mon, right? I'm Old Breaker, I don't see doing much this game. Let me know what it does. Fill it away. Is that a move? Foul play kills the Meloetta. Fill it away. And what does fill it away do? Scale shot. But that's just going to lower its defense. I don't even know if Garchomp can kill this Umbreon. Umbreon might just solo the rest of the battle. That would be depressing. Look at the damage! My goodness. Well, here is Big Boy Garchomp, but it's only doing 48% with EQ. Oh, no. It needs a crit. It's like Shell Smash. Reduces HP like Belly Drum, so it's a worse Shell Smash. I don't know. Is Garchomp running Sword Dance? If it was, it's gone down. But Umbreon has been left in low enough range that maybe can be killed. It's Typhlosion to try and do just that. I think it's going to struggle. Protect is there. Overheat attempting for the kill. But I don't know if it's enough with Umbreon at 35%. Is it Specs? It might have been because it has picked up the kill. And now we do see the fish come in. I don't know what name it's got. Is it going to fill it away? It is. Whoa. Okay. Interestingly, Terra's Ground. No. No. Did he click it again? Nelson with the double fill it away. Citrus Berry. What? Aqua Cutter. Terra Ground double fill it away. That is some way to end the battle. Holy shit. The man has got cojones. And even if Iron Bundle, does it get Ice Shard? I mean, it would lose to Goldango anyway, right? And it's just dead. Congratulations to P exclamation point at D for Macurabus. Holy moly, cannoli. A wild ending as we move on to the Tim Battle of the Week. I'm afraid Rai is a side character in this show. And what are we going to be shown? That is the question. In this battle, where understandably our multiple time champions are definitely the overwhelming favourites, but we have seen miracle results out of the Bradford Bulu. Will we see one here? The Go-Go is about. I don't entirely know why, but it's probably going to tear it into something by the looks of it, because it doesn't look too favoured as a grass type. There's a Roaring Moon, and there is somewhat switch-ins for it. We'll see what Tim's got up his sleeve. Let's just focus on that. It's a Mega Sableye opener, not wanting to let any rocks go up, but I'm afraid with Mold Breaker, Extra won't care if it does click it. As you can see, no bouncing of those. Bulk up Mega Sableye. Based. I mean, it's going to get ruined by Mega Charizard anyway, but, you know. Knock off. I know the crit mattered, but I don't care. Dazzling Gleam, a lot of damage. Sableye hit things. Thunder Punch. Bang! Alright, well, Mega Sableye is kind of dead, I'm afraid. Xerxtree comes in, has got heavy-duty boots. There is no ground type currently. Terra Ground Go-Go. Go-Go does come in. On the Thunderbolt. To be fair, it doesn't even need to Terra. It takes that very, very well. Go-Go, an absolute monster with Leech Seed, Milk Drink. It does Terra Ground, actually. Well, there you are. No Volt Switches for you. Is a new toy store, I guess. With the Earthquake as well. It's now Stab Earthquake. This thing's a threat. Go-Go is insane. I believe it's tier 5. I don't know how. Doesn't it get rocks as well? I don't know if it does. Slowbro in. On the Gyarados, who begins to Dragon Dance. Does it have substitute for the T-Wave? It taunts. Oh my goodness. Psyshock will simply hit hard and is actually a 2-hit. You see Crunch do just over half, but with the Rocky Helmet and the Psyshock, minimal impact for the Gyarados, and Slowbro is just going to switch or teleport out, so it doesn't really matter. Even if Clodsire of all mons comes in. What's Clodsire got coming for it? Well, Go-Go is here. Mega Horn. That is not the move I was expecting. Happy Leech Seed noises for Go-Go? No, just Earthquake, because it's super effective in Stab, and there's like no safe switch-ins. Why not? How do you get toxicked? Because Mold Breaker goes through Magnet Bounce, same way the rocks got set. Rock Dog 2016 is in the house. Slowbro in. Head smash! It's Flare Blitz, unfortunately. And yes, that is more damage done to Arcanine than this. Oh my goodness, this is just brutal. This is animal abuse from Tim. Teleport from the Slowbro. There's Flare Blitz. Alright. This may not have been Tim's battle, but Tim was the real winner. Certainly after 2 turns with the big crit one-shot knockoff. And that's what really matters, you know. Throat Spray, pretty cool. Hidden Power Rock. Stays in. Hidden Power Rock. U-turn. Solar Beam. Surprising over Weather Ball. Maybe it's Fire Blast instead. No, it is Weather Ball. Okay. Solar Beam was predicting Terror. I thought you were going to say predicting Rain Dance. Then it would have still died in the Rain Dance, right? Terror, Rock, Rain Dance into HP Rock. It is Terror. Boom. Terror Psychic Focus Blast is not what I expected, but it will be a 5-0 for the Bonsly Mimikyu. A strong result, as one would expect. As we head towards what is actually, because of our featured matchup being at the start of the stream, our final matchup of the week. And it has been a faultlessly in-form Red Hill Regirock side. They're going up against the Nogam Noivern today. Be a fantastic early season win for the Noiverns, who have had a solid start of their own. Iron Moth is there, as is the Crobat. Double Poison, no ground, no Dark type. This is looking like a very happy battle for Esper, and I'm not surprised to see it lead open. This Clefable will come in. Alive Gengar. Psychic, only 33%. Clearly not an actual all-out offense, Espeon. Maybe just Scarf to cover off the Crobat and any sort of dance that Moth thing might do. Well, Crobat is in. Minimal damage from Power Gem. Both players trying to outmaneuver each other, as we see Sunny Day from the Mismagius. Pretty cool. Great Tusk coming in because, of course, Photosynthesis. Now attack boost. Oh! It is taken, but it would have outsped. It was Scarf Rotom, and it wouldn't. Levi wouldn't have known. Oh my goodness. Actually, maybe he would have known because it outsped the Mismagius. My goodness. What about a town? We leave tomorrow. Deploy. How are you doing? Flamethrower. Schedule somewhat says it. I mean, schedule had this stream on. Crobat in. Earth Power Mega Venusaur. I didn't even know they gave it Earth Power. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Sand Tomb? Hold up. Sand Tomb Gligar. That is like an attempt for trapping the Mega Venusaur. That's insane. Ice Spinner says no. I'm assuming that crit mattered. Psychic is there. And the Iron Moth is here, but so is Samurai Jack. Click the button, Jack. Bonk. He clicked it. Click it again. See if you can get 2 layers of Stealth Rock. Bonk. Bye-bye, Mega Sizzle. Bonk. Only 50%. I mean, this thing, if it's Scarf, it's actually just winning. What the heck? Yeah. This does just click the move. All right. I don't think it is Scarf. Iron Moth comes in, or maybe trying to cover off the Scarf Iron Moth. Whoa, that's damage. Down goes the Espeon. As we see Mega Venusaur come in. Levi trying to play it a little safe. That's a lot of damage. My goodness, that thing hits like an absolute monster truck. It's choice specs, that's why. Well, knowing that, of course, Mr. Samurai Jack should be able to clean up, assuming that it is indeed the Scarfy Warfy. Psycho Cut is the move of choice. I don't entirely know why. Maybe Stoneaxe is weaker than I thought. But hey, with Sharpness, Psycho Cut is a lot of damage. And it cleans up for a 2-0 win. And the seemingly eternal Red Hill Regirock win streak with a little bit of bad fortune has come to an end. But well played regardless from the Nottingham Noivern. You don't get to choose your RNG. Unfortunately, the Miles Conference, as usual, is slacking. And they are missing a replay from the Sleaford Snorlax and the Scotland Samurott. So, Stoneaxe 90% accurate. Oh, there you go. At least they tried to balance it a bit. So, look at the top of the... Look at the top of the Mars Conference! It's like the army guys queuing up around the backside of the wall, ready to jump out, and then you got one clown amongst them. Oh my god. Balius is 3-0. He's third in the conference. When's the last time Balius was in the top 3 of a conference after like the opening cup? I mean, we know it's never happened in the opening couple of weeks before, really. When was the last time you were top 3, Balius? Bro. You've never. No. Let's look at this. Let's have a little trek here real quick. Last season, how did things go for Balius? Here are the Noivern. Okay, right. Well, that. I mean, top three ain't happened. That's not been a thing. That's not been a thing. Season 7, maybe it happened at some point. Did they even get into playoff territory? They did. They were 2-1, 5th in miles. You can't see it, but I can. They were 4-2 in season 7. Again, you can't quite see this, but I will make sure you can. Give me a second. So actually, quite recently, we shouldn't make too big a deal of this. The Leeds Litwicks have been way up there before. There you are. Look at that. Where are they? Here. They were in week 6 of season 7, 4-2. I believe was Gen 5. They then went 6-2. You know what? These Litwicks know what they're doing. They've been here before. Regirock will remain 4th with a strong Mon difference, despite being 2-1. And it is a rough start for the Dakar Drapion, who aren't just 0-3. They're the only 0-3 team. They're bottom of the pack. Mon leaderboard is going to be updated afterwards. That is okay. What are we doing for fixtures next week? I mean, next week's going to be a bit weird. I don't know if we've fully decided on what we're doing because I'm not around until next, like, Tuesday. That would have to be, like, evening. So it might be a Wednesday. Like, the actual deadline is Wednesday for games. That is probably when the stream's going to be for week 4. So there is no chance. Post it from NA. I'm going to be in Wales. Yeah, huh. Oh, for featured matchup, we've got the Jersey Jolteons against the Red Hill Regirock. That's going to be a treat. Cheshire Combees against the Dakar Drapion, rematch effectively of the Season 3 Grand Finals. The Leeds Litwicks against the DN's Deino. Okay, this is where it comes to an end then. The Bonslys play the Bulus. Hoopa play the Turtwig is actually kind of interesting as well. The Noivern against the Lunalas even more so. And the Ponyta will be the Leeds Litwick's next victim, but realistically, it's the Amsterdam's Aggron up against the Fish Pond SuperRods that's going to have a lot of eyes on it, as well as the Belfast players against the Limerick Mimikyu, as well as the Altarias against the Litten, and the Scorbunnies against the Mimes, the Rotor. I forgot every single fixture is stacked in smiles because it's so much better, and it always has been. Probably always will be if this continues. I mean, the Bellossom against the Starmies is a classic as well. I look forward to seeing it. Yes, indeed, by next Wednesday. Depending on how much time you people feel you have, we may be able to get a double Smiles Go for Miles stream, because you can maybe have a Smiles Go for Miles on Wednesday and the Sunday, but depends on how quickly you can get them games done. So look forward to seeing them, and enjoy your weeks. It's a shame that I won't get to see you much. I will try and take some pictures, but Wales is Wales. There's not that much to see. And I'll stay in touch with all of you on Discord. So if you are new, make sure to join exclamation point Discord. Seriously, you should be in it, unironically. And make sure to get involved. Have a good holiday. Yeah, I guess it's a holiday. I mean, for me, it feels like a shame. I miss streaming when I'm away. It is a holiday. I mean, I'm seeing family, basically, and it's a wedding. So I'll try and enjoy it. There's a lot to see in Wales. I mean, I've been there like a million times, so. The air is clean and the skies are clear, so that's what I enjoy. Let's see what we can do. Thanks for joining today, and best of luck in your games as we head towards week 4, and I'll be back with Emerald Kaiser, of course, next week